Hey everybody, Coffee and Chaos here, and welcome back to my playthrough of Anno 1800. So, we have a lot to talk about today, we have a lot to get into, so go ahead and grab yourself a hot beverage, get yourself nice and cozy, and settle in because it's going to be a bit of a wild ride today. Now, I'm zoomed in here on Badlanther, and I'm also in pause because obviously I can't start an episode without there being a notification that something is under attack, or something is wrong, or something is on fire. But the first thing I'd like to talk about is the state of this playthrough. So going into this playthrough, there were a few different concepts and ideas that I wanted to experiment with. And clearly for the last 10 or so episodes, I haven't been very happy with how the playthrough has been going, being at a deficit, not really being able to trade goods very effectively, despite having some things that actually worked better than I've had in other playthroughs. I very much like the concept that we started with using clippers to move an entire tier's worth of goods. Like, we can supply all of our farmer goods, we can supply all of our worker goods, etc., etc. And that goes all the way well up into engineers. That has worked well. What has not worked well, we started off with using schooners, and that worked well up until a certain point, at which case there was a transition period that we missed, and we could have switched to clippers sooner. Also, the other concept I was playing with was the idea of having goods produced on every island. I had this crazy idea to where I wanted to produce a little bit of everything on every island, and then have our hub end up being the bulk warehouse for everything. Now, clearly, that has not worked out very well, and it's been a little bit more difficult to actually play that way. So I sat back, and I did do a little bit of playing offline. I minimized it as much as possible, did everything on half speed, and spent about 2 hours just moving things around. I didn't do any beauty building, so you guys won't miss anything there, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything that I changed so that way you guys know what I did while I was offline and don't miss anything. So we're going to start here with Badlanther. Now, Badlanther, I made a decision to keep all of the dirty stuff here. All of our furnaces, steelworks, brass smelteries, all of our weapons factories are going to be here. Slaughterhouses, rendering works, soap factories, and pig farms. So to that end, we already had most of the infrastructure here. All I had to do was add a few more pig farms, add some slaughterhouses, add a few more soap factories, and this trade union actually covers most of that, so it's going to be good in the long run. We'll be able to move things around. I removed the... what do you call them? I'm having a brain fart. The sheep farms here for the wool. I also moved all of our heavy industrial production over here. So, long-term plan is to get rid of these little suburb areas that I made, maybe make the city a little bit larger. We could definitely increase our income here. I'm planning on building this island up to engineers. We can add more pig farms as we need to. We can add more, sausage and whatnot. And so the goal is for this Badlanther to supply all of the sausages across the region, all of the soap needed across the region, and produce excess of soap, which would be great. All of the steel that we're going to need, so we need to up our production there, and definitely going to need some more tallow. All of our steam motors, our brass is going to be made here. Trying to think what else. We might do dynamite here, not decided on that yet. Coal, iron, zinc, copper, those will all be moved here in a one-way route, so we're going to be messing around with some of our routes a little bit. Now, coming over here to Long Rock, the other thing I did, you'll notice that we're at a positive balance. The reason we're at a positive balance is because I went ahead and upgraded all of these homes from engineers to investors, these homes here from engineers to investors, so that gave us a huge boost in income. On top of that, what was the other thing that we did? That gave us more influence, so we were able to do a little bit more propaganda. We're now at a 25% boost. If I look here, we're at a 25% boost to our income, so that put us back in black. And over the course of that hour and a half, we built up to 1.13 million coins. That's great. All of our framework knitters have been moved here. This is not very clean, but it is all within the trade union. Same thing goes for the fur dealer.
Fragile.
And everything is within range of the oil power plant. So we are producing very quickly. And if we take a look here, yeah, we're able to produce more than enough work clothes. We might have some work clothes production elsewhere that we need to shut down, but we'll get into that. Bread, I'm not 100% sold on where we're going to be doing our bread, but for now it is here. Going over to Cornhub, I did a little bit of change up here, not too much, but I did add malt houses and flour mills. So the end goal here is we're going to be moving grain, flour, and malt, and potatoes. Those are going to be the 4 primary exports from Cornhub. We got rid of... Oops. Oh, we got a bunch of houses that burned down here. Looks like I need to add...
Your city has grown more
Let's
beautiful.
get rid of those, and let's go ahead and add firehouse. Oh, wait, we had a firehouse. Oh. Let's go back to this, and boom. There we go, we added the skin back. Anyways, so yeah, this is going to be all of the malt that we're ever going to need, all of the flour that we're ever going to need. Nice thing about this is now we'll have plenty of extra flour in the main city, and flour can then be exported to where it needs to go. In fact, it can be exported anywhere that we have farmers in order to get that bonus good, since that's now a... If I look it up now, it's a lifestyle need. We can turn that on. Ta-da. There you go. Flour. It's going to give you an extra farmer. It's going to give you extra coins. And it actually turns flour into a profitable good, believe it or not. Flour is actually worth a little bit of money. Same thing goes with clay. So I haven't messed around with Clayton yet. I'm planning on exporting all of the clay from here. Ah, hey, look at that. I told you I probably had a few of those I had to delete. I'm planning on exporting all the clay over here to Long Rock, but clay...
It's shallow, but some luxury
is
wouldn't hurt.
very profitable. 1 ton of clay gives you 21 coins per house, and I don't know how many you can supply, but... Oh, hey, look, we've got enough to go ahead and get another battlecruiser. Let's get that
Ship
started.
under attack.
I was able to complete 1 more battlecruiser, as you can see, in that time. Let's see. So many things to get to. I'm trying to think of what else I have moved. We did move a few things over here in Chestershire. So I plan on having this be the beer and schnapps distillery area. Oh. Yeah, that's something that we need to do, is we need to get our commuter here. The nice thing about these is they actually share items. So if we look at Schnapps Distillery and go to Unknown, so most of these, Schnapps Distillery, Brewery, Hacienda Schnapps Distillery, and Hacienda Beer Brewery, Brother Hilarious does all of it. Same thing goes for Brewmaster Bill, same thing goes for the award-winning brewer. So one building with 3 guys in it can actually boost our productivity and the usefulness of all of these structures. So that's something that we're going to be able to work with. Let's see. If we take a look at the entire region, you can see that all of our beer production is now in one place, and it is efficient. Same thing goes for schnapps. Schnapps we need to play with a little bit here. We're currently making 43 tons. Now, that will go up exponentially if we can increase our oil. We are running into some oil shortages.
This city is a magnet for genius.
You know what? I could solve that. We don't need that. There we go. We don't need that power plant anymore. I'm not planning on doing any heavy production here. This is a farming area. I will scale up to artisans, as it's a great way to make some extra money here. It's very valuable. I'm viewing the top tier for most islands now as being artisans. So we'll have farmers, workers, and artisans across all of our islands. And then our major cities, like Long Rock, like Chestershire, like Badlanther, we can move up to engineers or maybe even up to investors. So that's going to be our goal moving forward there. We were able to move a lot of this production away from here, so we'll be able to focus more on things like sewing machine factories and some other high-tier goods. Obviously, heavy weapons will be moved, motor assemblies will be moved. We could do more stuff with our clockmakers. We need to get gold, obviously, so we got a little bit of work to do in the New World. Yeah, again, gold. And we can start making bikes, but we need caoutchouc, which we have not exported yet. So lots of roads here that we can move and get rid of. Lots of condensing of homes here that we can work on. And Long Rock, I think, is going to end up primarily being engineers and investors. We're going to move away from having lower tier houses. The only other thing I could think of that we're going to be doing a little bit of work on, we need to go throughout this region, and we need to make sure that we have our commuter piers everywhere. I would like every island in this region to have commuter piers. Oh, that was the other thing I worked on. Yes. Here in Lesumi, I did bulk up on our fur production. If we go to this, you can see we're now making 23 tons of fur. It's a little excessive, but fur is also used by... Which one was it? Not you. Investors. So the investors, they love fur. It gives them a little bit... it creates more investors and gives us a little bit of money. So, good thing there. I'm very curious if the bear furs will end up being worth it if we can boost that up. But we're also seeing a huge boost here. We have Ferris Al-Sarami here, boosting all of the productivity of all of these buildings, as well as the Weaver, which is boosting the productivity of the framework knitters. So, these are at, I think, 160%. But we're out of wool, so we need to make sure that we're moving our wool, and... Wasn't I not? Yeah. That was the other thing, is I'm moving all of our wool production here. Moved all of that to Chestershire, so what I can do then is move grain over here, and I can move malt over here, and potatoes, and... You know, looking at it, I pulled the production of bread here. I'm looking at this. Get rid of you. If I actually put my bread back over here, or maybe over in this area, it will still make sense. So we could actually make our canneries, and we could have our bread production. Let's see. How much do I need across the whole region? I think now we can get into the proper building here. Let's see. So I would need 14 of them. Let's see, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, let's see if we can move this. That's not bad. I could probably add some decoration in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. so I could fit... Hey, that's actually not bad. Creating some building loops here. Yeah, I could add some decorations in the middle there. What could we add? Do some mature trees, maybe? Yeah, it's not bad. It adds a little bit of something there. It's kind of an industrial area, but kind of not, with it being just bakers. How are we looking for flour? We got tons of flour here. Yeah, so we could actually optimize that trade route then. So we could have one ship. Let's take a look. We're going to have to play around with a lot of trade routes. We can clean a lot of things up. First things first, what do I want to keep? I did make this trade route that I was just calling field goods just as a placeholder. This is the potatoes, wheat, flour, and malt that I mentioned. I don't think I need the one called farmer goods anymore. I think that this one can actually be deleted. Is it moving anything? No, it's not doing anything else important for us, so delete that route. We still need farmer goods being moved, right? And we still need worker goods. And I'm actually going to need another route there. Let's add one from Long Rock to Cornhub. And we're going to make sure it's on the right path. Long Rock to Cornhub. And this is going to be artisan goods. It's going to be our first artisan goods route. So this one, we're going to need canned food, sewing machines, rum, fur coats. And it's going to end up being a balancing route. And there we go. Bum, 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 bum.
Ship construction.
And let's go ahead and add, let's see, do we have the winged monkey? Let's go back out to our ships. I would like you to just drop your goods. Just get rid of them. And we're going to bring you back up here. I don't know what you're doing. Honestly, though, we need the steel. I'm going to go ahead and go back to regular speed. We're going to drop those off, and I would like you to come here. Schooners are not 100% obsolete. There's still some things that we can do with them.
Coordinates plotted.
Let's get rid of this. Actually, you know what? I don't care about that. We're just going to move you over. I'm gathering all of our military ships right here. Let's see. The mild shrimp. You're just sitting here for now. Let's get another few clippers. We're still going to use these. They're still useful. We're going to have clippers, but we're also going to start mixing in some cargo ships where it's practical.
Your people are starting to get sick.
So the field goods route, we've got a lot of potatoes there. We have some grain. We have a lot of flour. And we have a lot of malt. So I think it's time to add a few more ships to this. I would like to track where these ships are. We have one on the way there. You're on the way. And let's go ahead and fast forward.
Ship under attack.
I think I'd like to have at least 4 ships on this route. So I'm going to wait for this one to make it to the dock. Gonna give it just a moment. Sip of coffee. And looks like he is docking. So back to field goods and go ahead and add the nifty mole. That's been added. Second ship is halfway there. Nifty mole is currently at Long Rock. Wild Thing is being loaded. Looks like it has 50 of all of the goods. Let's see how long it takes for him to actually leave. He's probably being loaded at a pier, so it's going to be a little bit slower. It'll probably be about 100 seconds to load. Where's the nifty mole? I think we can go ahead and add another clipper. There we go. He's leaving. He's fully loaded. Samson is arriving. He's docked. He's loaded. It'll take him some time to fully unload, but that's okay. While this is going on, I'd like to go ahead and open up Chestershire. So, we're going to create a route. Trade route from here to here. And this one is also going to be field goods. So, it's going to be potatoes, grain. It's going to go to intermediate. It's going to be flour and malt. And that's just going to get moved and unloaded there. Grain, we would like to bring some back. Flour, we would like to bring some of that back. So these will be balancers. But when it comes to this... Oh, actually, that's great. We can suddenly create a one-way route for this. So malt is going to go one way. Potatoes is going to go one way. So this is going to be field goods. And we're going to assign you to Long Rock to Chestershire. Excellent. Workers, raw goods. I don't think I need to use this one the same way I have been. I'm not going to move tallow anymore. I don't need to move hops anymore. I don't need to move this anymore, and I don't need to move that anymore. So this whole route is actually just a straight-up delete. So that can go away, and that frees up another ship. Farmers, raw goods. That is going to be a delete. We are moving some goods there, so let's go ahead and do trade route from there to there. We will go ahead and load wool. I think we're just going to have wool being moved.
Workforce shortage.
Yeah, let's make that a one-way. Wool. Wool, not Wololo. Anybody who's played Age of Empires will get that reference.
Ship under attack.
Chestershire. Yeah. Let's go ahead and slow back down again, since we're fiddling with routes. There we go. That's our wool route. I think what we could do... I think I'd like to go ahead and increase the goods that we're pulling from here. So let's add zinc and copper. Unloading those at Long Rock. And we could plan to move cement as well. Oops. Now the question is, how much am I making of all of those? That might be pretty efficient. I could probably add one more iron in the long run. So we'll add one more iron slot at the end. And eventually we can upgrade this to be a... what do you call it? Having a brain fart again. We could upgrade it to a cargo ship and move a full 6 slots worth of material. But in the meantime, it will only do the first 4 slots. Oh, and that's something that somebody commented on. Somebody had said that when you mix... or when you are moving multiple goods on a ship and loading and unloading and doing a balancing route, that you can run into problems. True, but also not true. If you were to do something like this, see how it changes colors and you're loading iron, loading coal, unloading coal here. So you're picking up iron here to drop off at Long Rock, picking up coal to bring back to Chestershire. You can do that. But the only way to do it safely is to make sure that you always are selling off any extra goods that you have, so it never fills up, because the second it fills up, it can block what you're moving one way or the other. Or you'd have to do wait to unload, or you'd have to discard cargo. That's the only way you can make that work. But the game treats each line as its own thing. So when you're doing a balancing route
Ship constructed.
like this, you will only ever have iron in the first slot of the ship that is moving things. You will only ever have coal in the second slot of the ship that is moving items. So in this way, any ship, depending on the number of cargo slots it has, each slot can be dedicated to move a good.
On the bright side, it'll
Safely.
be over soon.
Go away.
Now that has promise.
So that's the way I'm able to do these balancing routes and not have to worry about, something being clogged or something, backing up on me. If the worst thing that could happen to me with a balancing route
Ready
is
for a challenge.
a ship could end up having one or more slots full for an extended period of time, and that's not that big of a deal. Chestershire, we need a commuter pier now. So suddenly, we're balanced, we have a workforce, we can make this happen. Not a problem. We've got tons and tons of bread here. Let's go to our workers. So, we are no longer going to pull bread from Long Rock. We are only going to load it in Chestershire and drop it off there. Sausage can be a balancing route. Soap can be a balancing route. Beer, however, we're not going to load beer from
Ship
Long
under
Rock.
attack.
We're loading it from Chestershire and dropping it at Long Rock. So that is a simple change that we make to the worker route. Let's see. Ooh. How about we don't turn this into a balancing route. We want to load flour from Long Rock, load malt from Long... Oh, wait, no, I did want that to be a balancing route. Duh, this is the one I just set up, and I forgot already. I forgot that was the field goods route. Let's see. What about farmers? Same thing goes for schnapps. So, we're no longer going to load schnapps at Long Rock. We're simply loading it from Chestershire to bring it back. Work clothes can be a balancing route, and we do need to work on work clothes. We need to fix that up. And fish, you know what? That could be a one-way. Load it in Chestershire and then drop it off at Long Rock. Yeah, that's fine. Wood? We can leave wood as a balancing route. That's fine. Done, done, done. What are we doing with potatoes here? Are we moving potatoes? I think we are slowly. Let's take a quick peek here. Oh, that's the other thing that I can do. Let's see. Wormrace Prison. Okay. I don't want to move potatoes this way anymore. And I don't want to move this anymore. So you know what? In fact, this whole route, we're going to delete that route. I do have a plan for making this work. We're going to rename this. This is going to be Chestershire to Wormways. Where'd it go? Oh, wow, it's all the way up here. You know what I might do? I might rename this again and just call it Wormways Prison Sail Route. That'll move it all the way down to the bottom. Perfect. Okay. So, what we're going to do here. Potatoes are flowing from Cornhub and going to Long Rock. Potatoes are flowing from Long Rock and going to Chestershire. They're being turned into schnapps. Any extra potatoes I have, we will go ahead and add... Actually, we could simply add a schooner. Potatoes. And we will assign this to this route.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Chestershire to... Oh, wait, that's Hipreth. There's Wormways. We will load extra potatoes. And we'll sell them. Done. That is how we will burn off any extra potatoes that we have coming to Chestershire. Now, I need to set a limiter on this. I would like to set a limiter of 200 tons of potatoes. Anything else I need to set a limiter on? Oh, do we have a fire? Oh, we do. Do we have... Yes. Let's mobilize more firefighters. Yeah, bread is fine. That's just going to move over there. What are some other excess goods that we might have? Let's say 200. Have 200 tons for hops, 200 tons for red pepper. We're going to be moving all of these other goods off the island. Wool is going to be moved over to Long Rock. Beef. Let's set that to 200 tons. Because there's a chance that we could export that. Goulash, we'll set that to 200 tons. There's a chance we could get rid of that.
Ship constructed.
What else do we have coming in? Malt is coming here one way. Let's set that to 200. We could sell that off. Tallow can be set to 0. I don't need that here. All other goods, I think, can be set to 0, save for flour. Let's set that to 200. That is being processed, so we want to make sure that we are maintaining a larger amount of flour here.
Your leadership.
Same thing goes for wheat. We want to maintain 200 tons here. And we've got 500 tons of space to play with, so it's not that big of a problem. What else? I think that's it. So let's take a quick peek at potatoes here. I'm curious how we're looking. Yeah, we need to move more from Cornhub. So, you all have potatoes. What I might need to do is I might just need dedicated routes for some of these. How are we looking at flour? We're looking good on flour. Looking good on malt. Looking
Ship under attack.
better than average on grain. Potatoes are slowly unloading. Let's go back and take a peek at the island.
A ship was destroyed.
We need more oil. If I take a look here. Okay, we are slowly bulking up on oil. That's good. Very, very good.
The epidemic left buildings abandoned.
I'm going to pause production on the oil power plant here.
Aye.
Yeah, we might need to start working on getting oil production elsewhere.
Your
Oh, I wanted to build this warehouse here. So, let's talk about Lesumi for a minute, because we have a moment to explain the idea here.
Your
Lesumi
people are starting to get
is going to be another island that we're going to build up to artisans. The end goal here, if I look at the items, let's say woodcutter, and just wood. I'm trying to think of what it's called.
Ship under attack.
Sawmill. There we go. Okay. Carpentry Works is the name that I'm looking for. All carpentry works. These items affect everything that is considered carpentry works, and in this case, carpentry works and window makers, carpentry works and lumberjacks, carpentry works and the Wanza woodcutter. So, what is carpentry works? Well, glad you asked. Let's look at window makers. So you'll see that we have carpentry works and window makers here. That's a thing. Let's look at sawmill. Well, that is also carpentry works. Let's look at the marquetry workshop. Here you go, carpentry works. So anything relating to wood can be made here. Let's see. Actually, I'm curious. Sewing machine. sewing machine factory. Okay, not considered a carpentry work. Let's see. But we know that we could have all of our sawmills here. Let's see, we could have our windows here. I think we could have our glass be made here. Let's see, I know that there is something else that's very important.
Your people are starting to get sick.
Marquetry workshops. Could have those here. So take our raw wood and turn that into marquetry to be used either for cigars. We could ship that back to the New World for cigars. Or we could keep it here for use in gramophones. We could keep it here for use in, what is it?
Where's your bottle?
The steam carriages. We need 5,000 investors to get to that point. We're not quite there yet, but that's something that we can use because there's a steam carriage factory that uses motors and the actual steam carriage. It's like a frame. So we don't have that yet, but we can work towards it. Let's get another battle cruiser being made. So we're currently at, what, 3? 4 battle cruisers. And we've got 3 ships in the line. How much do we need to really take them on? The ships of the line have a higher DPS. The battle cruisers have greater range and health.
More than ready.
In fact, they've got an extra 2,000 hit points over our ships of the line.
Awaiting new horizons.
Now, we are starting to run low on a few things.
Aye.
Can move you over there.
Ship constructed.
Let's bring you in and drop these goods, and then we can move you over to the waiting area.
Take the rudder.
There we go. Goods dropped off. So we are starting to slowly but surely get a workforce here, or a battle force. I'm getting ready to wage
Ship
some war.
under attack.
I could start making ships of the line. My biggest concern, though, is he has a lot of those flame towers. None here in Insula Sublumis, but he has quite a few here in New Thought. Am I wrong? Does he not have a flame tower? Oh, no, there it is. Yeah. And those things do catastrophic amounts of damage. Does he have any armor-piercing guns? No, he's got another flame tower there. I haven't seen... Oh, he has one anti-armor gun here. So, if we have something that can resist the flame towers, we might be able to take out a couple of his islands. Any anti-armor guns here? No. So Utopia is another one that we could take out. And hey, check that out. We got more potatoes and grain, more... Oh, more clay. That's very useful. Suddenly clay is very valuable. So that's one of the things that's actually really nice about clay. Clay is now a moneymaker for all of your artisan homes.
When it looks not
if we take a peek here, raw materials, we're making 735 gold off of clay here. So that's actually really cool. We could import clay, send that to anywhere that we have artisans, and be good to go. I can get rid of that.
Ship under attack.
Let's also get rid of all of these. Perfect. I might be able to optimize all of our farms. I need to move all of these homes. So
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
You like having a variety theater as well, and you like having the bank. The bank reaches a pretty large area. I could upgrade more of these homes over here. We've got 3,300 farmer workforce. We've only got 16 influence. Okay, so what I'm thinking I'm going to do... Upgrade all of them. upgrade some of those. Let's upgrade more farmers here. Upgrade more farmers here. Yeah, I don't want to have farmer workforce here anymore. I want to bump things up. And that's going to significantly affect our balance. It's also going to significantly affect consumer goods across the region. As some goods are going to go up, some are going to go down. But if we can upgrade more artisans, we won't need sausage, bread, and soap anywhere near as much. And we do have a severe excess of workers. So I think
Ship
we could
under
seriously
attack.
scale up. Engineers need rum, but investors do not. So scaling up our engineers to investors would be another big boost. Looks like we need more coffee, though. And coffee is going to end up being the bane of my existence. So take a look at all islands. Let's take a look at coffee. We're still producing enough. We can bump that up quite a bit in the New World. We do have the room for
We're
it.
out of room.
Looks like we're ready for another trade ship, though. So how about we look at New World to Old World? Where's our coffee? So one ship has been enough. It's time to add a few more. Let's add the Future's Dawn. And let's add the Morning Dew. And looking at that trade route one last time, I do want to see one thing. Wait for goods, wait for unload. Great. Let's set this to wait for goods as well. I want these to be fully loaded before they move. And let's go ahead and add... No, not the Electra. Let's add... the Darkness. The Darkness.
Ready for a challenge.
Drop that off. If we go back here, how much rum do we have? Oh, we've got plenty. Okay, so moving rum and moving coffee back is not going to be an issue. Great. Good, 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 good. We do have a need for work clothes here. I don't think I have a hospital. Let's just do that for now. Also, the New World definitely needs a bit of a rework. There's a couple of things I'd like to do. La Yachi,
constructed.
right now, I have this set up with a lot of farms. Long term, I don't think I want to have nearly as many farms. Or at the very least, I might want to move some of them off the island and focus more on population and on production. That's going to be a primary goal in this region. We do have our workforce being distributed across all islands, so that's good. We need to distribute it here with the dock, the airship platform, and here as well with an airship platform. And I think I've got one here. Yeah, great. So something to work towards. We definitely need to spend some more time on a few of these islands, but that's going to be not right this moment. Let's move these closer.
Good and ready.
We've got some loads on here that we can drop off. Dump
Ready
that.
for a challenge.
Dump those. Great. How are we looking? They're just short on hot sauce. Happiness. Everything's satisfied, so that's good. They'd like spectacles. We can't provide that yet. They would like some more regional mail, which looks like we're short. Where's the airmail? Yeah, looks like we might need to add another airship to this route. So we'll need to do something about our airship production in the area. So, coming back here, is there anything else that we can do to trade routes here in Chestershire? Let's see. Wool is being moved off station. I've got 800 tons of wool in Cornhub that just needs to be moved back. and I'm not moving it at all. So what I'm going to... Actually, no. Let's be smart about it.
Are healthy again.
Let's move some wool. A charter route. Duh. Temporary. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Is there anything else that we need to move along those lines? Doesn't look like anything there. Oh, that's something I need to set on Cornhub. So, we have 50 tons of everything. Whoa! What are the... Oh, it's because I started pressing 5 on the numpad. $50 of everything. That should help. Yeah, I could upgrade some of those, but I think I'm going to leave that as farmers. I think I'll upgrade this to workers.
Honestly, I'm disgruntled.
Are you? I'm sorry. I wish you weren't. But I think you'll be fine. Overall. Let's see. Construction goods is moving. We're moving... Yep, that's all of those raw goods. That's good. Good. Trying to think my way through everything. This is a balancing. Yeah, we're loading our fish to be brought back. That's great. That's a balancer. Great. All of those are balancers because we're not making any of those here. Good. Balancers, we're not making any of these here. Good. All of these are exported.
Ship under attack.
Oil's coming in. Yeah, I think that actually handles it. We're going to do a quick once over to make sure that there's nothing being produced that we're forgetting. Oh, we are making some wool here. And we're demanding more grain than we're able to supply because we don't have oil. That's a problem.
Ship under attack.
So, it's time. We need to come back here. Layachi is awful when it comes to oil. So, it's time to start getting oil somewhere else. Maybe Macau. Maybe Tombola. Tombola. This is the one. Fuel station. Yeah, let's get this one started. That's 4 oil wells. That's enough to save us.
A ship was destroyed.
Is there any more oil over here? No. Got 2 oil there. Where's the rest of the oil? Oh, that's 5. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. No, there's 8. Okay. Let's see about getting oil here. Oh, I can almost... Oh, can I get all 5? No freaking way. Alright, I'm out of steel, but if we can get that across somehow and bring that over here... Oh, that's going to save the day. Haha! Look at that. In fact, what I think I'll do... I might have to move these fields over. But yeah, we'll take the rail across the backside here, over to here, down, over, and into this line. And then same thing goes for over here. Let's blueprint. Go. We could tie that into that. Not bad. And some of these, what I'm planning to do, I'm thinking that I'm going to do like all 4 resources, maybe have like... Well, actually, we could probably do like 20 farms apiece. Or more. We've got so much oil here. Every single oil well is enough to supply
There must be
1
input for
fuel station. So we'd have enough for 12 fuel stations. 12 fuel stations is enough for... what does that come out to? Let's math this really quick. I'm having a brain fart. 20 times 12. Never do math on air. That is enough for 240 farms. So 1 island can supply 240 farms. That's a lot. Provided we extract all of these 12 oil fields. We've got no oil fields here. We've got 12 here. Let's see what we can do with oil in this area. Oh, could we get another... not quite.
A ship was destroyed.
We'll... Oh, that was our ship that was supposed to move all of this. Or what do you call it, route? Charter route. That's annoying.
Ship constructed.
If it's going to keep coming in that way, then I might have to destroy his island just to be able to get past. Oh, darn. Is this his main island, Quintessence? Yeah, this is actually a secondary island for him. So Quintessence... Screw you, Arthur. I hate your names. This is his primary island. Speaking of, we could buy some shares.
Don't lurk, huh? As if I am somehow past it.
That was actually worth it, because if he buys it back, our funds are going to go up. But right now, it's providing me an extra 10,000 per month, or per minute. So that's actually really worth it. Did we actually get another battlecruiser? Yeah, we've got 5 battlecruisers now. I think it might be time to strike back. So, Insula Sublimis, I believe, will be our first target. Does he have guns on another side? He does have a secondary harbor here. So, let's bring all of our ships down. What's the range of this cannon? We want them up here. Yep, that's perfect. Yeah, it's time to start getting rid of a few of his islands. I might make that the end of the video once I make my attack here. And I think that's going to be enough of a fleet to make it happen.
Battle cruiser ready.
We'll continue to add...
This city is a magnet for genius.
Battle cruisers as we go. That's another thing I'm planning on doing. I am planning on moving production of ships over here somewhere.
Your people are starting to get sick.
This is actually a nice big beach for making all kinds of production. How about I upgrade this as well? We've got so many workers, so little time.
A ship was destroyed.
Do we have any brass being made here? Yeah, we got some brass. Cool. Oh, we can actually get rid of those and bring you guys over. And I did have these rotated a certain way. All of the raw goods on the backside.
Hide the bottle. It's the boss.
And I think we could add some motor assembly lines. This is not a final design. There's still more that we can do, but gives you an idea of what we're planning. Yeah, we need to increase our steel production, which means we need brick, and I think I just burned all of the brick. Let's take a look at Badlanther. So, trade routes here. We could make this more efficient as well. I did add a raw ores route here, so you're simply moving all of the iron, coal, zinc, and copper over. That being said, I think I've actually got more room Let's do another ship. Add the Storm Petrel. I have the Hermes moving steel back. And for right now, this... Or, not Hermes, the Hesperus. For right now, that schooner just going back and forth right here is actually okay. Ruins in my cities. That's fine. Let's see if we can add... No, actually, this is going to be a very pretty island, so we could have a public mooring, and we could also have commuter pier. I'm going to move the cannon over there. I've got 2 extra cannons here. Bum, 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 bum. Design is not final. We will be moving things. Don't you worry.
Ceasefire has ended.
Oh, this also makes saltpeter. Oh, this island's going to be very useful. Excuse me. You can see the fleet rolling in. Now, Clayton. What am I going to do with
The
Clayton?
ship was destroyed.
Let's take a quick peek here, because these small islands I haven't done anything with, but now that I'm changing things up a little bit... So yeah, we're balancing bricks and we're moving clay away. How are we looking? We got plenty of clay to be moved, and so we are bulking up on that. That means that we could disperse clay elsewhere. I don't think I need the pig farm. I don't think I need this, that.
Competitors have agreed.
Don't
a
need
peace
those. Don't need those. Don't need either of those. Get rid of these extra buildings here. Don't really need wood because I'm planning on doing that on Lesumi. Is there any other production happening here? Oh, do we have... Oh no, that's just showing demand. So we're producing fish and we're producing clay. Yeah, simple. Let's go over here. I'm going to move you off to the side. Commuter pier. Let's go to... Actually, no. Back to city. Or harbor. We'll add a public mooring. So, we need some steel. I might need to grab my cargo ship. Where are you? Okay. You've got some steel. What's the deal with our steel here? Are we making enough? Got all this steel, but we're not really doing anything with it. They are slowly making it. We're making, what, 4 tons a minute? If I look across all islands here... Yeah, a solid 4 tons per minute. Do I want to increase that? Well, I could increase that simply by adding power here. So that would just double it. That would take us to 8. Let's go back to power. Ta frickin' da. This whole area is now powered.
Destroyed.
Provided we bring oil in. So we could say, let's have a small oil harbor here? What do you mean free coast needed? Oh, wow. Yeah, it doesn't count as free coast. I kind of want to redesign this. I think I could have the fishing harbors be on this far side. Yeah, we might do... next episode, I think we're going to do a deep dive on Badlanther. And then the following one, I think we're going to do a deep dive on our small islands. Because we have, what? Yeah, we got 3 small islands. Right, Tenenray. I always forget Tenenray. So we've got Tenenray over here, making niter, and it could also make some fur. Not a whole lot, but we can make a little. We have Hiprath here. Same thing, could make a little bit of fur. Is this the only island that has grapes? No, Badlanther has grapes as well, but it's kind of a dirty island. It's a very dirty place. Yeah, I think I might do a deep dive on all 3 small islands and figure out what I could do with all 3 of them. And then after that, we'll do a deep dive on Lesumi. So, yeah, we'll do Badlanther first, we'll do Lesumi second, and then small islands third. And we'll see what we can do to upgrade all of those.
Stations!
Let's make use of the wind. Rush these ships in.
Ship under attack.
Fleet moving in convoy.
And turn.
Aye.
Oh my gosh, we're hitting stuff inland?
Battle deck to attention.
I swear they just shot at this.
Stations!
Oh man, look at that firepower.
Fleet, engage!
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Ship under
Enemy
attack.
target established.
Alright, let's...
A ship was destroyed.
We're going to fire on everything and then move. I'll see if I can get a better vantage point so where you can watch without having your eardrums blown out. I am sorry, headphone users. So, finishing off this side is going to help us with the rest of the island. It was an easy thing to take out. Now,
Fleet awaiting orders.
shift our way
Ship
over here.
under attack.
What is the worst thing? Oh, he's got a Big Betty. Okay, Big Betty is the biggest problem.
Fleet en route.
Which direction is the wind taking us? This way.
Ship of the line reporting in.
So I'm going to tell them to focus,
Fleet, prepare
Big Betty.
to fire.
and then we're going to hit you and you.
Climb the rigging.
Gentlemen, I need you to rush in. You're going to go up and around. I'm shocked he doesn't have anything on that beach.
Ship under attack.
We are slowly damaging him.
New orders. Enemy target established.
Yeah, we're going to lose the ships to the line.
Attention for the Admiral.
But it's okay, the Big Betty is down.
A ship was destroyed.
Let's get a higher vantage point.
Fleet ready.
Cannon is down.
A fire broke out.
Second cannon is on the way.
Fleet awaiting orders.
Our battlecruisers are holding up very well.
A ship was destroyed.
In fact, we might make it out without losing a battlecruiser.
A ship was destroyed.
Fleet engage.
Let's see if we can reposition.
Moving to coordinates.
This is turning into a revolution.
Uh-oh.
Enemy target established.
The last main cannon is the actual trade harbor itself. Yeah, we're gonna lose one.
Fleet,
A ship
engage.
is destroyed.
I can accept that kind of loss, though. That's not bad. We just need steel for the next battlecruiser. Oh, that's where all of our steel's going. 63 steel beams. Oof. Very pricey.
Aye.
Trading post is down.
Attention. For
Now
the
it's
Admiral.
just these tiny mounted guns peppering me.
Fleet ready.
In fact, with only 2 guns left, it's not far. It's got a lot of flak emplacements, nothing else. Oh no! He's coming in with the he's coming in with the gunboat to try and save himself.
Fleet on point.
Let's one-shot that. Oh! That really was a one-shot. And it's defeated.
I'd like to see you do anything ambitious with it.
Oh, I have ideas.
You will never fully appreciate it.
Ship under attack.
Oh, he ran away! He was actually able to outsail me.
Ship under
Fleet
attack.
moving in convoy.
Alright, what other ships does he have in the area that we could go ahead and attack? Damn, he's cruising.
Fleet embarking.
Alright, let's see if we can loot the island. We have a lot of item slots that we could fill on these too. That's something I should really look into. In fact, I really should go back to... Oh. Oh, take him out. This is a blockade.
Stations. Aye.
Oh, some weapons. If I could get some steel and bricks and other
Attention, Admiral.
things... Oh, did you look at all those weapons?
Fleet on the move.
Yeah, just some random fur coats. Got concrete.
Pumping smoke, Admiral.
How great would it be if I could add a Big Betty over here? Random items. More weapons. More weapons.
Battle deck to attention.
Target has no
Engines
space for
underway.
guns. He had nothing but weapons here.
Ready for action.
Oh my gosh. Okay, how about some
Armor holding, Admiral.
how about some bricks?
To your station.
Still more weapons? Well,
Ready for
I
action.
think that'll fuel our war machine. Let's try this. Oh, we got some
Churning
windows.
water, Admiral.
Don't really need any more of those. Yeah, windows. Great. That'll let us build a little bit more. We don't have any bricks here.
Battle deck to attention.
I sort of want to take all of these back.
Battle
We're
pack
in the
set.
presence of a virtuoso.
What do we have over here? Starting to get some goods, some good visitors. It's in Crown Falls.
Churning water, Admiral.
Yeah, that's more weapons. Saltpeter.
Battle
Advanced
map
weapons. Good, good, good. I'll definitely take those back with me because that'll help me make more battle cruisers.
Churning water, Admiral.
Drop those off. Good grief.
Battle path set.
Have I picked this one up yet? I know this is weapons, but have I picked this up? Weapons.
Engines underway.
Oh my gosh, so he 150 tons plus everything on here. That's almost 1,000 tons worth of weapons. What will I do with all of that? And what's ruined? Oh, that's something that happened last time. He came in here and attacked Crown Falls, but I was able to fight him off. Hang on a minute. Let's actually... Wait. Across all islands. Making some from shares. Making 30,000 from the newspaper. Okay, okay. So, 30,000 from the newspaper. We're at... Okay, we're currently at positive 26,000, so most of that is coming from the newspaper. What I will do... Let's see. I'm gonna try only 10%. And we're still at a positive balance. Alright, we're actually making progress. That's good, because if you remember, we've been using at least the 15% boost every single time and not been making a profit. Now, we are still in the black with only a 10% propaganda boost. So, good, good, good. That is very good news. Let's make sure I see...
left ruins behind.
Yep, these four... If they'll quit running into each other, and if they'll split off...
Fleet moving in
Let's
convoy.
move all of them over here. Let's get another battlecruiser. We lost one, so we need to start replacing it. We've got more influence.
Life here is rather static.
Yeah, I need coffee coming in. Speaking of... if I go New World to Old World... There's two right there. Where are you?
Your people are healthy again.
Aluminum profiles, sewing machines...
Your people are starting to get sick.
Are you arriving?
Your people are starting to get sick.
I bet he's arriving. So that's going to be, what, 400 tons of coffee, though. So this should start bulking up our coffee in the old world. What's going on here? People are getting sick. Let's go ahead and give them a hospital. And here people are getting sick, but we have a hospital. Do we have volunteer nurses waiting to be mobilized?
My spirit is...
Mobilize these. Let's ensure that we are helping everybody. And we've got some ruins here from when we were attacked, but we don't have any weapons. Well, we've got weapons that we could move. Let's actually... We're going to create a trade route from the old world. Long Rock. Going to La Ayachi. And we will grab weapons. In fact, you know what? Why not? Let's move a whole bunch. No, we can't. Needed, and extras can go to Isabel. So, weapons. And she pays a pretty
Ship
penny
under attack.
for all of those. New World to Old World. Let's add the Nelly 2. Done. All right. How are we looking? Let's see if we take a peek at the Old World. Yeah, we're starting to build up on rum. So, rum is no longer an issue in the Old
A
World.
ship
Good
was
thing.
destroyed.
And going back... What about sewing machines? How are we doing here? Hey, we're getting sewing machines now. Great. Starting to slowly build up. Gold ore. We have a ship ready to move gold ore. We just don't have any gold mines being tapped into. I don't have any gold mines here. I do have one there. Let's start a gold mine here. Gold mine there. And where's the other gold mine? There you are. And do I have anything moving gold from this location? What do we have? This is Macau. Boom. No, we've got Jornaleros, Obreros 1, Obreros 2. We've got nothing moving gold. So, no, not a charter route. We are moving rum there, too. What's the deal with the rum on this island? We're moving it one way, but are we... Are you not enough? Oh, wait, hang on. Macau, you're loading here. Dropping off there. I don't need to load it from there to bring back. Yeah, one-way route. Yeah, nobody has schnapps. Fried plantains. Are you making...
people are healthy.
We're making
again.
fried plantains there, aren't we? I might be able to make that a one-way route as well. Could start dialing everything in. We're going to focus on all of this. Yeah, it's going to be a one-way route as well. What else were we making? No, it's pretty much just those. So yeah, we're going to unload there. We're not going to load it back. So Macau loads it, and we unload at La Yachi. Cool. Yeah, and we don't need this route anymore, so that's gone. What's wrong with you? Oh yeah, we're going to turn that back on. Why are you not... Only targets one island. Oh. That's weird. Oh, but I actually don't have oil coming over here yet. This island needs a full redesign. I'm not very happy with Macau. I definitely want to clean this area up.
Attack.
There's so much more that we could do with our hacienda, especially now that it has the longer range, and we've got plenty of oil to tap into. So I'm probably going to end up like deleting most of the stuff that's here and moving it. And the other thing is clay. Clay can all be moved over to La Ayachi. With a focus on exporting it to the old world or exporting it to what is it called? Crown Falls, Cape Trelawney, for all of our artisans. And we could have our brick producers here on this island. So yeah, we're gonna redesign that for sure. Yeah. Yeah, we need some oil here. We need some oil here. We could have oil harbors.
Are now at war.
Archer and Carl are at war. Oh, good deal. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. There's so many things I want to do. And this world, I'll tell you what, I had this conversation with one of my viewers whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. But Anno, very much, I treat it like my own model railroad. That's how I kind of view this. It's just sort of its own thing. It's you tweak a little bit every single time you come in, you add a little bit and see what works, see what doesn't, and fix and modify and toy with everything. It's so great. Oh, I love it. Oh, speaking of model railroad, this will actually look better, won't it? Let's add this here. Nice! And I could actually add some trees in between. And I might do the same thing here, just... those. Oh, give me a little road going across. Okay, cool. So yeah, that was a lot for one episode. A lot of explaining. We took an island. We played with a bunch of trade routes. Still have some optimization to do. We're running low on work clothes. We need to optimize this first and foremost. So might need to do something about all of that wool. Speaking of... maybe I could import some wool. That's going to be something that we'll look into next episode. This also needs a complete redesign. Let's just not talk about it. Okay, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you go ahead and hit that sub button, smash it, hit the like button. Talk to me in the comments. I'm always in the comments. I'm always responding to people on there.
City in ruins.
Oh no. Oh, that's what happened over here. Whoops. This is what happens when you ignore things while you're trying to do your outro. But yeah, make sure you go ahead and comment. I'm always responding to people on there. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.